What is up, guys? Whoever you are and forever you're welcome back to this channel. Today I wanted to discuss something that I've seen. It's been actually a pretty important topic and a very recurrent question in the sim world, especially for newcomers and people who are just a beginner in. Can you play ACC on a controller? The answer is yes. I am playing right now. The footage you see right now on screen is with a controller. So yes, you can technically do it. Of course, the game isn't necessarily meant to be played this way. You're better off with a wheel for 1,000 reasons, but can you play it with a controller if you can't afford a wheel? Yes, you can. I myself didn't have a wheel until like a month ago. Now, right now I'm doing a practice lap because I just don't wanna go jump into a race and ruin everything for my own safety rating. So I thought, okay, let's do a practice lap. And after that, I am going to be jumping actually on a race on this same track, Brands Hatch, and we'll see how it goes. And then after that, we will consider our experiment as concluded. And we will be able to tell whether you will be competitive, actually competitive, with a controller or not. Because if you can want to skip buying a wheel, that's fine too. I mean, there are no rules after all. So let's jump into that. Now, it's worth noting that the precision is just not all that good. Now, let me tell you something. I bought the wheel precisely for that reason. Precision on input was just so wild with a controller. Even playing arcade games like Forza, where it was becoming a little bit of a challenge for me. It's just turning a joystick, it's just not good enough to me. It's a world different turning a steering wheel, and the steering wheel is way better, it feels way more precise. I mean, you don't have to fix your finger in one position and for the entire corner. I mean, doing it with a wheel feels right, you know? And you can do it a lot more precise. Now, I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like the Xbox One, in this case I'm playing with the Xbox One controller, the Xbox One controller, the joystick feels not nearly as stiff or precise as the Xbox 360 controller. It just feels too loose, and it's worth noting that my console is brand new and my controller is brand new. So these problems will probably be faced by all the people with Xbox One consoles. I have no idea how it works on PS4, but if you think your joystick is good enough, that's good too. You should stick to it. Now, can we actually race and be competitive? I mean, probably. Like I said, right now I'm playing with a controller and it's not too bad. In fact, I have to confess something right here and right now. My absolute fastest lap around this track, which is Brands Hatch, is 1:31 on a wheel after several days and hours of practice, and right now that I'm grabbing for the first time ever a controller to play ACC, my fastest lap was 1:30. 1 whole second faster, and I barely practiced a couple times. Which is kind of sad because it means I am not good enough on a wheel. I mean, I don't blame myself. I picked up a wheel like a month ago and I've been playing controller my whole life, so maybe that's why, but still, if you want to know if there are any performance differences when it comes to hot lapping, at least, it depends on your level of experience. In my case, I have more experience on controller, therefore I'm faster on controller. So I think it would come down to prioritizing what you want. Do you want to have fun, or do you want to be competitive? Find which one is more important to you and choose your input device according to that. In my case, if I wanted to be competitive, I probably would grab my controller. I really don't care about being slower on casual races, but like if I wanted to break a record for a reward or a tournament or whatever, I would probably grab my controller. Now, it's worth noting one big disadvantage of the controller, and that is mapping stuff. Now, of course, in the PC version of ACC this will probably not be an issue at all, but guys, let me tell you something. Like, I have to, right now I'm playing with manual transmission but no clutch, and that is because the game just simply wouldn't allow me to choose a clutch button or anything like that. Clutch is fixed in place, brake and gas are mapped to be by default the triggers, but you can reverse that order. However, you cannot assign gas or brakes somewhere else. In some video games you can, like, A button is gas and B button is brakes. That's why nobody drives like that, but you can do it at least. It's an option. In this game you cannot. The absolute most you can do is reverse and swap them, you know, like brake pedal becomes gas pedal and the other way around. Therefore, I was not able to manually choose a clutch pedal, which meant also that I had no idea what the default clutch pedal or button in this case was, which means I had to skip it. If you are driving manual with clutch, that might represent a problem. Of course, it's only gonna take you a couple practice sessions to get fully used to manual no clutch, but it's something that I thought was worth mentioning. Finally, I'd like to add something. It's on my own personal advice, you should not be playing with a controller regularly. And that is because your fingers will hurt. In my case, having my fingers fixed in a very specific position for a long period of time, saying that an endurance race, 20 minutes and up, it's noticeably 20 minutes and up, and it just hurts, and that is bad for your bones and everything. You should take it into consideration because it does, and it is proven, I think, that it carries long-term consequences. I mean, it's something that gamers in general have to face. Not only it's something caused by controller usage, but also by phone usage and stuff. So if you have the opportunity to get a wheel, just do it. I mean, really, you don't want to hurt your hands, your fingers. It's just awful, especially for longer races. Like I said before, it's just uncomfortable, and it's not. It hurts. You don't want that. You don't want to hurt your body when you're practicing this. So just do yourself a favor and get a wheel. So, quick conclusions before wrapping it up. Can you play with a controller? Yes, you can. It's gonna take you a couple laps to get used to it, but yes, you can. Can you be competitive with a controller in an online lobby and such? Yes, you can. You can be, but you have to take into consideration that precision of input is reduced. Therefore, your safety rating might go down. I don't know, it really depends on how much practice you put into it, maybe not. And lastly, you don't want to play regularly with a controller because of why I mentioned it before. It's way more comfortable and for your hands and everything to just do it with a wheel. You don't want to hurt yourself. Now, if you have anything more to add to this, let me know. But I think that's everything for today. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you guys next time, hopefully.